Hi students, welcome to Vidyanagar online classes. In our previous classes, we have discussed about three types of angles, that is right angle, straight angle and complete angle. We have also discussed these angles with the help of clock and directions. Today in this class we are going to discuss another types of angle, that is acute angle, obtuse angle and reflex angle. Okay. So first of all, what is acute angle? What is acute angle? An angle which is less than 90 degree is known as acute angle. Okay. Like an angle of 30 degree, an angle of 60 degree, an angle of 89 degree. All these angles which are less than 90 degree are acute angles. Okay. Suppose look here. We all know that this is 90 degree. We all know that this is 90 degree. So if an angle is less than this 90 degree, then it is acute angle. Then like this. Okay. This. They all are acute angles. See, these all angles are less than 90 degree. Okay. They are acute angles. Okay. They can be like this. Okay. They can be like this. Okay, sometimes they can also be like this. Okay, they all are acute angles. Okay, why it is acute angle? Because it is less than 90 degree. It is 90 degree. Now it is less than 90 degree. So it is also an acute angle. Therefore, any angle which is less than 90 degree is acute angle. Okay. Now what is obtuse angle? An angle which is greater than 90 degree, okay, which is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree, okay, that type of angle is obtuse angle. Look here, we know that this angle is 90 degree, okay, and if an angle is greater than 90 degree means like this is obtuse angle. It is greater than 90 degree and it will be less than 180 degree. If you draw here a straight line that is 180 degree, then it is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. That angles are known as obtuse angle. Like this. This is obtuse angle. Okay. It is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So an angle which is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is known as obtuse angle. Okay. Now what is reflex angle? Okay. Reflex angle is an angle which is greater than 180 degree. Okay. An angle which is greater than 180 degree is reflex angle. Example, angle of 270 degree, angle of 220 degree. They all are reflex angle. Look here. See this angle. Now you might be thinking that it is an obtuse angle. Yes, you are right. If you look from here, then it is obtuse angle. But if I ask you, if you look from this side, like this angle, then this is reflex angle. Why? Because it is greater than 180 degree. This is 180 degree. Okay? And this angle is greater than 180 degree. See, this angle is greater than 180 degree. So this is reflex angle. Okay? An angle which is greater than 180 degree is known as reflex angle. Okay? Now we are moving to our exercise. Exercise 5.3. What is the first question? Match the following. Okay, we have to match. The first part is straight angle. So what is straight angle? It is of 180 degree. Then what will be the revolution if the angle is 180 degree? That will be 180 upon 360. To find the revolution, we divide it by 360. Then it comes out to be 1 upon 2. Okay. So what will be the revolution in case of straight angle? That is 1 upon 2 revolution, that is half of the revolution. So it will match with third C part, half of a revolution. Okay. Okay. Now right angle. What is right angle? An angle of 90 degree. So what will be the revolution in case of right angle? That is 90 upon 360. Then what will be the revolution? 1 upon 4. Okay. So 1 upon 4. So where is 1 upon 4? 1/4 is this one D part. So it will match with B part, 1/4 of the revolution. Now the third part, acute angle. Now only we have discussed about acute angle. What is acute angle? An angle which is less than 90 degree. That means its revolution will be less than 1/4. So it will match with A part. See, less than 1/4 of a revolution. A part. Now fourth part, obtuse angle. What is obtuse angle? An angle which is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. That means its revolution will be between 1/4 and 1/2. Why? Because it is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So it will match with E part, between 1/4 and 1/2 of a revolution. Okay, now the last part, reflex angle. What is reflex angle? An angle which is greater than 180 degree. Okay, if an angle is 180 degree, then what is the revolution? 1/2. So since reflex angle is greater than 180 degree, so the revolution will also be greater than 1/2. That is B part, more than half of a revolution. So it will match with B part. Okay. Okay. So this is our first question. Now we are going to do the second question. Okay. What is the second question? Classify each of the following angles as right angle, straight, acute, obtuse or reflex. We all know what is right angle, what is straight angle, what is acute, obtuse or reflex. Now by looking at this angle, we have to say whether it is which type of angle it is. Okay, we don't have to measure. Just by looking at its shape, we have to say whether it is acute, obtuse or reflex or straight. We have to say. Okay, so look here, this angle is given. So how can you say? So you have to select one base first of all. Suppose you select this as a base. Okay, now what you have to do, you just imagine that we rotate this angle. Okay, we rotate this angle like this. Then the base will be here and another one will be here. So what is this angle now? If you imagine this, we rotate this angle. Okay, so now it is less than 90 degree. This is 90 degree and it is less than 90 degree. So it is acute angle. Okay, acute angle. Now we are moving to the B part. See, this angle is given and you have to tell what type of angle it is. Okay, so look here, this angle, it can be clearly seen that it is greater than 90 degree. This is 90 degree, it is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. So what type of angle it is? It is obtuse angle. Why? Because it is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Okay. Now we are going to do the D part. Okay, this angle is given and we have to tell what type of angle it is. Okay, see this angle. Okay, now if I draw a straight angle, it will be like this. Okay, this is a straight angle 180 degree. But if you see here, it is even greater than the straight angle. See, it is greater than the straight angle. That is, it is greater than 180 degree. And if an angle is greater than 180 degree, what type of angle it is? It is reflex angle. Okay, so D part is reflex angle. Okay, now the remaining parts you can do as your home assignment. Okay, now as we have already studied about various types of angles, now we are going to study how to measure the angles. So now we are going to learn how to measure the angles with the help of protractor.
Today let's learn how to measure an angle. Let us begin by learning about the geometric instrument protractor. 1. A protractor is used to measure angles. 2. Angles are measured in degrees. 3. Each tiny mark on the protractor shows 1 degree. It has markings from 0 degree to 180 degrees. We can read 0 to 180 degrees from left to right and also from right to left. 4. While measuring an angle, the central point is placed on the vertex of the angle. Now let's see how to measure an angle. Measure the angle PQR. To measure an angle, we need to follow a 5-step process. Step 1. Place the central point of the protractor on the vertex Q of angle PQR. Step 2. Ensure that the 0-degree line coincides with one arm, say ray QR. Step 3. Count from 0 degree on the right side as ray QR points to the right side. Step 4. Read the degree measure that coincides with ray PQ. Step 5. Write that measure as the measure of the angle in degrees. Thus, we get measure of the angle PQR is equal to 75 degrees. Let's measure few more angles. Look at the figure. On measuring, we get the measure of the angle PIV as 90 degrees. Look at this angle. On measuring it, we get the answer as angle LMN is equal to 145 degrees.
As we have already learned how to measure the angles with the help of protractor, now we are moving to our exercise, that is exercise 5.4. What is the first question? What is the measure of right angle? You know what is right angle? This is right angle. And what is the measure of right angle? That is 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree. Now the second part is, what is the measure of a straight angle? What is straight angle? Straight angle is like this. Okay, this is straight angle. What is the measure of a straight angle? 180 degree. Okay, so this is our first question. Very simple. Now we are moving to the second question. Okay, what is the second question? Say true or false. We have to tell whether the statement is true or false. What is the A part? A part is the measure of an acute angle is less than 90 degree. Yes, we all know that the acute angle is less than 90 degree. So it is true. Okay. Now B part. What is the B part? The measure of an obtuse angle is less than 90 degree. No, we know that obtuse angle is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So it is false. Okay. B part is false. Now C part. The measure of reflex angle is greater than 180 degree. Yes, we all know that reflex angle is an angle which is greater than 180 degree. So it is true. Okay, C part is true. Now moving to the D part. What is the D part? The measure of one complete revolution is equal to 360 degree. They are asking the measure of one complete revolution is equal to 360 degree. We know that one complete revolution is equal to one complete angle, and we know the measurement of one complete angle is 360 degree. So it is also true. Okay, D part is also true. Now E part. If M angle A is equal to 53 degree, what does this M means? Measurement. Okay, or measure. If measurement of angle A is equal to 53 degree and measurement of angle B is equal to 35 degree, then measurement of angle A is greater than measurement of angle B. Yes, because measurement of angle A is 53 degree and it is measurement of angle B is 35 degree. So we can clearly see that angle A is greater than angle B. So it is also true. E part is also true. Now moving to the third question. What is the third question? Write down the measure of some acute angle. We know what is acute angle. An angle which is less than 90 degree is acute angle. So we can write the measure of some acute angle as, you can write 80 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, etc. They all are less than 90 degree. Okay. Now the B part is write down the measure of some obtuse angle. We know what is obtuse angle? An angle which is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So the measure of obtuse angle may be 100 degree, okay, 110 degree, 120 degree. They all are obtuse angle. Okay. Now we are going to do the fourth question. What is the fourth question? Measure the angles given below using the given protractor and write down the measures. We have to measure the angles with the help of protractor. Okay, so this is protractor, you all know. Now first of all what you have to do, this is the middle point of the protractor. Okay, so you have to keep this middle point at the vertex of the angle. Okay, here this is the vertex of the angle. You have to keep the middle point of the protractor here. Then always remember that the 0 degree line of the protractor must coincide with this line. Okay, see, 0 degree line is this one. This must coincide with this line. Now measure the angle. What is the angle? See, it is 40 degree. Okay, so what is the angle here? 40 degree. Okay. Now we are moving to the B part. Okay, we have to measure this angle with the help of the protractor. Okay, so again what we have to do, we have to keep the middle point of the protractor at the vertex. So like this, we will keep the middle point of the protractor at the vertex of the angle. Now see, you have to coincide the 0 degree line of the protractor to this line. See, 0 degree line of protractor is coinciding with this line. Okay, now what you have to do, now you have to measure the angle. See, what is the angle here? 130 degree. Okay, so what is the angle here? 130 degree. Okay, now we are going to do the C part. Okay, we have to measure this angle with the help of protractor. Now again what we have to do, this is the middle point of the protractor. We have to keep this middle point at the vertex. See here, we have kept it at the vertex. Now what you have to do, you have to remember that 0 degree line of the protractor must coincide with this line. Okay, so it is coinciding. Now measure the angle. What is the angle here? You can clearly see that the angle is 90 degree. Okay, so what is the angle here? 90 degree. Now we are going to do the D part. Okay, here also we have to measure the angles. Here 3 angles are given. One is this one, and this one. We have to measure all these angles one by one. Okay, so first of all we will measure this angle. Okay, so see here, this is the middle point of the protractor. So we will keep this middle point here. Okay, at the vertex. Okay, after that you have to see that both the lines, 0 degree line and this line must coincide. Now it is coinciding. Now see the angle. What is the angle? This is of 60 degree. 60 degree. Okay, now we will measure this angle. Okay, see here, we can keep the protractor like this, middle point of the protractor at the vertex, and these two lines must coincide, this 0 degree line and this line. Now see the angle. What is the angle? Angle is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. Now measure this angle. Okay, so what you have to do, keep this middle point of the protractor at the vertex, and also see that these two lines, the 0 degree line of protractor and this line must coincide. Now it is coinciding. Now see the angle. If you extend this line, this will come up to here. See this one, this will come up to here. So what is the angle here? 120 degree. Okay, now we are moving to the fifth question. What is the fifth question? Which angle has larger measure? Okay, first estimate and then measure. First of all we should estimate by just looking, then we will measure. So if we look at this angle A and this angle B, so which angle is bigger? Because it has larger openings. You can see it has smaller opening, it has larger opening. So by estimating we can say that angle B is greater than angle A. Now we have to measure. Okay, so first of all we will measure angle A. So this is the middle point of the protractor. We will keep the middle point of the protractor at the vertex and see that both the lines, that is 0 degree line of protractor and this line must coincide. This is coinciding. Now measure the angle. See, this is coinciding now. Okay, now measure the angle. What is the angle? It is 40 degree. Okay, what is the angle here? 40 degree. Now measure the angle B. Now again keep the middle point of the protractor at the vertex and see that 0 degree line of protractor and this line must coincide. So it is coinciding. Now see the angle. It is around exactly 65 degree. Okay, what is the angle here? 65 degree. So which angle is bigger, angle A or angle B? Yes, angle B is equal to 65 degree and angle A is equal to 40 degree. So we can say that angle B is greater than angle A. Okay. Now we are going to do the sixth question. What is the sixth question? From these two angles are given, and from these two angles which has larger measure, estimate and then confirm by measuring them. First of all we should estimate them. Okay, if we estimate these two angles, then we can say that this angle has larger measure. Why? Because this has larger opening, so this angle has larger measure. Now if we measure them, now see, first of all we should keep this middle point of the protractor at the vertex. We keep it here like this and see that both these lines, 0 degree line and this line is coinciding. Now see the angle. The angle is here is around 45 degree. Okay, so what is the angle here? 45 degree. Now in this case we will again keep this middle point of the protractor at the vertex and see that both these lines are coinciding. Now measure the angle. Now the angle is around 57 degree. Okay, what is the angle? 57 degrees. So we can confirm it that this angle is bigger than this angle. Okay. Now we are going to do the ninth question. What is the ninth question? Find the angle measured between the hands of the clock in each figure. Some figures are given and we have to find the angle between the hands of the clock. So first one is this one. At 9 AM, what will be the angle between the hands of the clock? Okay. So it is clearly seen that it is an angle of 90 degree. And we also have studied in our previous class that at a distance of 3, we get an angle of 90 degree. Okay. So what is the angle here? 90 degree. If you want, you can also measure it with protractor. Then also it will come out to be 90 degree. Okay. Now second figure is like this. At 1 PM, we have to tell what will be the angle between the hands of the clock. Okay. So at 1 PM. Now we already know that at a distance of 3, we get an angle of 90 degree. Suppose if it is like this, at 3 PM, what will be the angle? 90 degree. Now, but it is at a distance of 1 only. Okay, so it will be 90 by 3. So what will be the angle? 30 degree. Since we get an angle 90 degree at a distance of 3, so at a distance of 1, what will be the angle? 90 by 3, that is 30 degree. Okay. You can also measure it with protractor, then also it will come out to be 30 degree. Okay. Now look at the third figure. At 6 PM, we have to tell the angle between the hands of the clock. Okay. So at 6 PM, it is clearly seen that the angle here is 180 degree. Okay. If you want, you can also measure it with protractor. Then also the angle will be 180 degree. Okay. Now we are going to do the 11th question. What is the 11th question? Measure and classify each angle. There are some angles are given. We have to measure these angles and classify. Okay. So first of all, we have to find the angle AOB. Okay, this angle. We have to find this angle. So what we have to do? First of all, we will keep the middle point of the protractor at the vertex. And after that, we have to see that both the lines, that is 0 degree line and this line must coincide. Now it is coinciding. Now see the angle. What is the angle here? That is 40 degree. What is the angle? 40 degree. You can write here as angle AOB is 40 degree. And if the angle is 40 degree, then what will be its type? It will be acute angle. Why? Because it is less than 90 degree. Okay. Okay. Now we have to measure angle AOC. Okay, angle AOC. So what is the angle AOC? This one. AOC. This angle we have to measure. Then again we will keep the middle point of the protractor at vertex, that is O, and see that both these lines are coinciding. Now see the angle. Angle is 130 degrees. So what is the angle AOC? Angle AOC is equal to 130 degree. So what type of angle it is? It is obtuse angle. Why? because it is greater than 90 degree but it is less than 180 degree. Okay. Now we have to measure angle BOC. Okay, angle BOC. Where is angle BOC? Angle BOC is this one. Okay, so we have to find this angle BOC. Now what we have to do? We will keep the middle point of the protractor again at the vertex, that is O, and see that both these lines are coinciding. Now these lines are coinciding. Now see the angle. Angle is 90 degree. Okay, so what is the measurement of angle BOC? That is 90 degree. So angle BOC is equal to 90 degree, and if an angle is 90 degree then it is right angle. Okay, right angle. Now we have to measure the angle DOC. Okay, where is DOC? DOC. Okay, so what we have to do? Again we will keep the middle point of the protractor at the vertex. Okay, and see that both these lines are coinciding. 0 degree line and OD is coinciding. Now see the angle. Angle DOC is also 90 degree. This angle is also 90 degree. So what type of angle it is? It is also right angle. Okay. Now we have to measure angle DOA. Okay, where is angle DOA? DOA. So again what we have to do? We have to find this angle. So we will keep the middle point of the protractor at the vertex and see that both the lines, that is 0 degree line and this line, must coincide. Now it is coinciding. See, both the lines are coinciding. Now what is the angle? Angle is 140 degree. Okay, what is the angle? 140 degree. And if the angle is 140 degree, then what type of angle it is? It is obtuse angle. Why? Because it is greater than 90 but less than 180. Okay. Now we have to find the angle DOB. Where is angle DOB? DOB. So it is, what is the measurement of angle DOB? See, it is of 180 degree. Okay, 180 degree. Then if the angle is 180 degree, what type of angle it is? It is a straight angle. Okay. So that's all in today's class. We will meet soon in the next class. Thank you.